All right, this is Algebra 1. This is chapter 3.3, graphing linear equations in standard form. So in the standard form, you guys going to see this is the most typical standard form. It's x plus y. So you got the x and y on one side equals to a constant. In this case, equals to 2. Okay, so let's talk about x-intercept. So you gotta have to memorize one thing about x-intercept is that x-intercept is when y equals to 0. Okay, so it could be, let's just say that you're about to graph a line, and then x-intercept is where your line intersects with x-axis. Okay, so this point right here is the x-intercept. Okay, so let's go back and let's talk about the y-intercept. So y-intercept, vice versa, is when you set x equals to 0. Okay, so if you grab a function and then your function intersect with the y-axis, that's going to be a y-intercept. Okay, so with that understanding, let's go ahead and graph the x-intercept and y-intercept. So first thing you need to do is let's go for the x-intercept. Okay, so let's plug in y equals to 0. So basically you're going to plug in 0 into y. So you're going to have x plus 0 equals to 2. So x just equals to 2. Okay, so you're going to plot where x equals 2. You're going to plot a point at x equals to 2. Okay, now let's go over the let's plug in the 0 into x for y-intercept. So you have 0 plus y equals to 2. So y is equal to 2. So you're going to plot another point where y equals to 2. Okay, in the end, you're just going to go ahead and connect 2 points and draw a line. Okay, that's how you graph a line using the standard form equation. Okay, so let's look at the next one. So let's just start with plugging in the 0 into y for x-intercept. So x-intercept is going to be x minus 0 equals to negative 1. So x equals to negative 1. Okay, so you're going to plot a point at x equals to negative 1. And then let's go ahead and plug in 0 into x for the y-intercept. Okay, so 0 minus y equals to negative 1. So which means that negative y is equal to negative 1. So if you multiply by negative 1 on both sides, you got y now is positive, isolated, equals to 1. Okay, so mark 1 where y equals to 1. And then go ahead and connect 2 points and make it a line. Okay, so let's go ahead and do number 10. So plugging 0 into y for x-intercept. Okay, so you have x plus 4 times 0. That's about to be 0, by the way. So this is going to be x plus 0 equals to 8. So x equals to 8. Okay, so unfortunately that the provided graph doesn't show you 8 for x. So you can just go ahead and say this is 7 and then this is 8. Okay, just do an estimate, it's fine. All right, so you're going to mark a point where x equals to 8. Now let's plug in 0 into x for y-intercept. Okay, so you have 0 plus 4y equals to 8, and then 4y equals to 8. If you divide it by 4 on both sides, you got y equals to 2. So you're going to plot a point where y equals to 2, and let's connect the 2 points. Okay, it's okay if you're not doing it perfectly like me. Okay, so that's going to be your line. Okay, let's go ahead and do number 14. So this one, purposely give you guys a one with the fraction, but look at if I plug in 0 into y for x-intercept, you're going to get 2x minus 0 equals to negative 3. Okay, so 2x equals to negative 3. If you divide it by 2 on both sides, you're going to get x equals to negative 3 halves. Okay, so 3 halves is about, well, it's negative 1.5. So you're going to plot a point between negative 1 and negative 2. Okay, that's for the x-intercept. You're plugging 0 into x for the y-intercept. You're going to have 2 times 0. That's about to be 0 minus y equals to negative 3. So 0 minus y equals to negative 3. So that means negative y equals to negative 3. So y is going to equal to, if you multiply by negative 1 on both sides, y equals to 3. Okay, so plot a point where y equals to 3. Go ahead and connect the 2 points, and then that's my line right there. Okay, so that's it. Good luck on the worksheet.